Welcome everyone to a new story today, titled The Isle of Echoes. There once was a traveler named Jonah, who was known for seeking out the unknown. He had wandered through dense jungles, crossed vast deserts, and sailed treacherous seas, always chasing the stories that others feared to follow. Jonah wasn't afraid of danger, and the more mysterious a place sounded, the more determined he was to explore it. One evening, as Jonah sat in a small village inn, an old sailor approached him with a tale. "There's an island," the sailor whispered, "that doesn't appear on any map. They call it the Isle of Echoes. It's said that once you step foot on it, the island knows your deepest fears and reflects them back to you. No one has ever returned from there." For most, this would be a warning, but for Jonah, it was an invitation. The next morning, he set sail, guided by the directions the old sailor had given him. The journey was rough, with storms brewing overhead and the sea growing more turbulent the closer he got. But eventually, Jonah saw the Isle of Echoes, shrouded in mist, with jagged cliffs rising out of the water like the teeth of some ancient beast. As Jonah stepped onto the shore, he noticed an eerie stillness. The wind seemed to carry whispers, and every sound his footsteps. The rustle of leaves came back to him, distorted and strange. The island, true to the sailor's tale, began to reveal its power. At first, it was subtle. Jonah heard his own voice echoing back at him, but the words were twisted, reminding him of failures he had long buried. Then, the island showed him visions, moments he wished to forget, memories he had tried to escape. Everywhere he turned, the echoes of his past haunted him. Jonah had always thought of himself as fearless, but the island didn't test his courage in the way he expected. It didn't confront him with wild beasts or dangerous cliffs. It confronted him with his own mind, his own regrets, and the fears he had hidden deep within. The more he tried to resist, the stronger the echoes became, as if the island fed on his denial. Eventually, exhausted and broken, Jonah stopped running. He sat down by the shore, letting the waves lap at his feet. For the first time, he truly listened to the echoes. They weren't just haunting him, they were asking for acknowledgement. They were the parts of himself he had never faced. In that moment of surrender, the island grew quiet. The mist lifted, and the oppressive weight of the echoes faded. Jonah realized that the Isle of Echoes wasn't a place of punishment. It was a place of reflection. It forced him to confront what he had been running from all his life, himself. When Jonah finally left the island, he wasn't the same man who had arrived. He didn't return with stories of monsters or treasures, but with a deeper understanding of who he was. And though the island remained unmarked on any map, Jonah knew that its true power was in teaching those brave enough to visit that sometimes the greatest adventure is facing the parts of ourselves we try to hide. Moral: true courage isn't about facing external dangers, but about confronting the fears and regrets that lie within. Only by accepting them can we truly move forward. Don't forget to support us with a like and subscription to continue with more. Goodbye.